Hey guys, it's Brooks. Thanks for coming to my tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a house that disappears. You can trick your friends into thinking that it vanished. They might not know where it came from or where it went. Whoa. After you press your button, you can store anything inside your house you like and it's going to remain the same. I'm going to change some diamonds in here and make the house disappear again. This world has no mods, no plugins, no add-ons enabled. There's nothing besides command blocks. You will need cheats. I decided to hide my button discreetly behind this tree. You might want to find a little bit better of a spot. When you return inside, your diamonds will be safe and sound where you left them. You can then make your house disappear again and go back on your adventures for more. For this project, you'll need to build a base. I've already built mine. I built a 20 by 20 by 20 to keep it simple for the project. If you already know how to use a test4 clone command, then feel free to skip forward in this video. For the others, I'm going to go over a little bit on how to use those commands now. The first thing that you'll need to know is if you're facing north and south. You can figure this out by checking out your position. On mine, you can see the first set of numbers here. As it increases, I'm moving forward. That means I'm moving north. If it decreases, that means you're moving south. If your number isn't increasing or decreasing as you move, that means that you're facing the wrong direction and should turn. Now that you know which direction you're facing, you need to go to the back left corner of your project, no matter which direction it's facing. For me, my project is actually facing the west coast, but I'm going to stand here. In this location, you can see that my numbers are increasing, moving me in the north and south direction. The next thing you need to do is clone a copy of what you have right now down below to a certain level. The level that I've chosen is level 30. The first thing you will type is clone, and for me, I'm going to use a tilde. The tilde just means from this location. So from this location, I'm going to clone 20, and up 20, and to the right 20 blocks. 3 tildes represents exactly where you're standing. In this reference, if I were to teleport myself forward 20 blocks, up 20 blocks, and to the right 20 blocks, I'll be in the front right corner of my project. As you can see, my project is now behind me. You can reverse the same step by adding a negative in front of all 3 numbers. So you'll clone 20 blocks in front, 20 blocks up, and 20 blocks to the right to your location. And then in the third location will be where you want it to clone to. For me, I'm going to clone it exactly where I'm at, except I'm cloning it to level 30. I've already got mine there. If we teleport to level 30, you can actually see my project. And here it is. Once you have a copy of your project down below, standing in the back left corner where you stood originally, you can place a set of commands. In this set of commands, I've decided to use a test4. This will test for the dark oak button that's up on the tree in a certain state. That state is a press state. That's ID number 11. So I've told my command to test for, and then a location, which you can find here, the set of 3 numbers, forward and backwards 0, to the level 72. The reason there's no tilde on the level 72 is because it's an exact location. That's actually the height of 72. If you used a tilde, that would mean 72 blocks from here. And then the third number is to the right 1. So it's going to search forward none, the height of 72, and to the right 1 for a dark oak button. We can actually go and teleport to that location and see what we will find if we search there for a block. And here you will find the dark oak button it was searching for. Returning back below, you can see I've set my command to be a repeat with no condition and always active. I've given this one a delay tick of 3 seconds. In the output, it will always say that the block was not found in the expected state. That's because right now the button is not pressed. Next, I used a redstone comparator followed by a repeater to continue to a chain. In this chain impulse block, I told it to also test for forward 1 at the height of 71 and to the right 7 air. This is going to search to make sure that there's no building already up there in its place. If it finds air, the building will clone. That's in the next chain. This is a chain conditional that's always active. There's no delay in ticks for this. As you can see, it has the perimeters that I told you before. A 20 by 20 by 20 building. I gave it 3 extra blocks to the right to make sure that it accounted for the part where my building hangs over. I didn't have to go all the way forward 23. So a tilde with 20 and a tilde with 20 represents forward 20 and to the height of 20. And then a third tilde with 23 means to the right 23. That's in the first set of 3 numbers, 1, 2, and 3. There's 3 sets of 3 numbers in a clone command. The next set is followed by a -2, up 1, and to the right, and up 0 and to the right 1. The -2 means that I'd like to start my command 2 blocks behind where the command block is actually at. That means rather than starting right here, it's going to start here. This is also so that it wouldn't cut off the ridge of my house. So we have our repeating command block, and then it tests for air above to make sure there's not already a building, and then it clones. In the next set, we need to make the building from above come back down here. That way our changes will take place down here for the next time it clones back up top. So I have the same exact command as the one below. It tests for at the height of 72 and to the right 1 for a dark oak button in the state of 11, which is a pressed state. You can see that the numbers 72 and 71 represents the 2 different heights. Also followed by a comparator and a repeater. This one is also a test for block. It tests for 1 forward and to the height of 71 and to the right 7, a stone brick. That's exactly this bottom right corner in my project above. That will make sure that the building is up there before it tries to clone it down here. The next chain is a clone. This clones forward 20. I'll underline it for you. And then to the height of 91 and to the right 23. The second set of numbers is starting from behind this location that this command block is at, behind it -2, and to the height of 71 and to the right of 1. Then the third set of numbers is where it actually wants to clone to. The third set of numbers is -2, up 31, and to the right 1. That means that it's going to clone from 20 blocks in front of this command block to the height of 91 to the right 23, starting there to 2 blocks behind this command block, the height of 71, and to the right 1. That's the motion that I showed you earlier when I teleported from the tree to the front right part of my project. It will then clone it, starting back -2. This always matches where you begin from, to the height of 31, which is where we are now, and to the right 1. The reason I chose to go to the right 1 is so that it doesn't cut off the command blocks as it clones back down below. If you stand facing the same direction as north and south, you can see that the clone actually takes place and commands to the right 1. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and thank you for watching my tutorial. Feel free to like and subscribe for more videos like this.